I've been eating either a carnivore or keto style diet since 2019, and my goal today is to share with you one of my favorite recipes for bulk meal preparation so that you can reduce the stress on your household while hitting your health goals each month. For our family of 5, we cook 3 of these each week, and we find them to be delicious and versatile. I've made these for over 4 years now, and I feel like we have a tight operating procedure focused on quality and speed. Each casserole contains 2 pounds of sausage, 2/3 of a bag of cheese, 1 pint of milk, and 1 dozen eggs. These values can be adjusted slightly, but the calories and macros I show at the end of the video will be for these values. Step 1 is to brown and cook all of the sausage. We've used multiple different sausages over the years, and you're free to pick the quality and the flavor that you prefer, but we really like this Owens brand since it seems to be clean without sugars and additives. I do this cooking in a large stainless steel pot, but I've also used cast iron. The stainless has just been easier to clean and lighter to handle. In the beginning, I use a wooden spoon to break up the sausage, but later I'll show y'all a sweet tool to get it all evenly distributed. While that's cooking, we can get the pans ready with the rest of the ingredients. I generally split 2 bags of cheese across 3 pans, trying to get an even spread. In the past, I've done 1 bag per pan, and this also works just fine. For each casserole dish, I crack 12 eggs into a pitcher and then pour in 1 pint of milk or 2 cups. I then mix them with this epic hand mixer. This thing is awesome and it speeds up the whole process over a normal blender in my opinion. Once it's mixed up, you can pour it into your dish. On this next round, I do 2 at once, which is about as much as my current glass pitcher can hold. If you have a larger pitcher, you can surely do all 3 of these at the same time. Now while I was prepping the pans, I periodically broke away to stir our sausage. Once it all looks cooked, I switched to this specialty meat chopper. This is a recent addition to the process, and I'll put an affiliate link to this bad boy in the video description below because it works fantastic. When we were using just a spoon, we'd get some larger chunks of sausage in the casseroles that were unevenly distributed, but with this chopper, we get a nice and even mix on the final product. With the sausage cooked and minced, we're going to be getting it into the pans. Our first iterations of this recipe had us straining the sausage at this point, which you can still do if you prefer. We are okay with a little more grease in the final product and see a greater benefit of removing this step in order to increase the speed of production. The middle ground is this stainless steel ladle. You'll still get some grease carryover, which like I said is fine for our taste. In addition, I think this grease actually helps the casserole from drying out during the cook and helps with our sear at the end. After mixing, I put all 3 casseroles into the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. This will vary slightly depending on the oven that you're using and its power. At 45 minutes, you can check the casseroles by gently shaking the pans. If they have a jello-like consistency, you can keep cooking until you find the sweet spot for your oven. This next step is where the magic happens. With your casseroles fully cooked, set your oven to max broil. You'll be browning or searing the tops of the casseroles for about 1.5 minutes. This gives them a nice texture on top that my family has come to prefer. Once the top 2 are done, I bring the bottom one up to the top and give it another minute in the oven. I then take them out and let them cool for around 1 to 2 hours before putting them in the fridge. We like them to be cooled before cutting since we found it's easier to cut them that way. If they are particularly greasy when coming out of the oven, I lay a paper towel on top of each one to soak up some of the excess. Our standard cutting profile is 24 squares. The whole casserole comes out to around 4,000 calories. Each square comprises 167 calories, 11 grams of protein, 1.2 net carbs, and 13.2 grams of fat. This dish has found its way into every time slot of our days. If we're strapped for time, we've eaten it for dinner. In addition, we've also combined it with beef and chicken dishes for fun, tasty concoctions. As a final pro tip associated with these casseroles, I'd recommend heating the squares up in an air fryer upside down instead of in the microwave. This lightly crisps the bottoms of the squares, which is a nice touch. I hope this video gave y'all some good ideas for bulk meal prep and also gave y'all a tool to use to recapture your morning schedules by deleting cooking from the task list during the week. If it did, please consider subscribing to this channel since it's where I try to post all of my life hacks that I come across like this one. Until next time, this is Redbeard Engineered, signing off.